What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Root. So I'm going to review the singles off the 2003 album by Yandel of Yandel basis product. It's called Quien Contra Me, and it came out in the fall of 2003. So in English, Quien Contra Me means who's against me, as far as these players going to have an excellent type pitch to get towards this here. Now within the aspect, I've reviewed singles off a good few. I've reviewed a few albums in terms of singles off a few Yandel albums, pitches like that, good type varieties to get towards this. So there was some solo type area. Son has some albums as well that I'm going to get to, pitches like that, but within this variety, some classic type appeals getting towards this product here within pitches like that. It's produced within certain aspects by Looney Tunes, and Looney Tunes are a good, strong former producer of Daddy Yankee, pitches like that in those particular early type days, like the Barrio Fino days and pitches like that. So within these varieties, because I don't speak as full-bound Espanol within these pitches, I'm going to review the singles off this album, good pitches like that. But the variety about it, classic album in terms of that particular promotion type fare amongst it. Now this album did not have like humongous kind of like chart type appeal, pitch like that. This was early type fare. Yandel was kind of more in like their relatively earlier type stages, pitches like that. It's kind of variety. They were prominent in the 2000s as well, but good pitches here as far as these formats going to happen, just having some heavy hitting type ones and going solo early on within these pitches as far as like the dynamicness and the whoppiness as far as these appeals going to have. So just from the pitch, they got Yandel got to the third single pitch like that, so some good type varieties. This is like a good cousin. So definitely be like a good cousin and further type in the same vein as like Barrio Fino, definitely within pitches like that. Classic type album by Daddy Yankee, sounds that bears within the pitch as far as saying. Same thing with Barrio Fino and Directo, pitch like that. Sounds type ones paying attention towards it. Some good type varieties within these aspects, getting further type ones, just saying. And the fair when talking about Looney Tunes within these pitches, the fair about them, they did not produce like, I don't know if they had like particularly like a falling out with Daddy Yankee around like the mid 2000s, but I think it was either after Barrio Fino or the one after that, Barrio Fino and Directo. They were not on like, I think it was called El Cartel, the Big Boss, pitches like that, the 2007 album. Yeah. From what I remember, they were not as full-bound on like El Cartel, the Big Boss by Daddy Yankee in 2007, pitch like that. So it's within the varieties per se, but this is a whopping type album. Yandel has some real good hits and gems on here. At least two of the singles off this album within these pitches are produced by Looney Tunes, pitch like that. And there's some further type varieties. DJ Sonic is on here, Fido's on here, DJ Joe's on here, some good pitch like that. So some further hit type folks within pitches like that. So yeah, three singles off this product, hitting type appeals. Now within the aspect, I think these were some excellent kind of buzz appeal, pitches like that. I want to say there were some music videos for it. Yeah, there were three music videos for this album as well, pitches like that. So good tear up within these pitches. Classic type appeal within the same aspect. Some of these fiery type ones, along with folks like Tego Calderon, folks like that. Don Omar was pretty hot around this time. Plenty of these type folks in the pitch. Plenty of hitting type folk within the pitch as far as these pitch can have. So looking after it. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the singles. Just being able to say, so Te Suelto. The lead single of this product is Te Suelto El Pelo, as far as these pitches can happen, which is I'll Let Your Hair Down in English, as far as these pitches can happen. This particular tune is like a nice sparky kind of electro club heat to get here. Run up like the Bay tab, I definitely say get some drinks in mind for like the Starlet pitch like that. This out in the crunk type fairy pitches like that. Real excellent type one to get crunk to some of these type fairs. So it's kind of within the pitch. The fair about this particular album within these aspects is it is kind of a bruised type fair within the pitch. It is like the variety getting some tear up kind of going, but kind of preoccupied with like the pitch as far as talking about just the fray of disc. Scattered from recent kind of personable squabble pitch like that. So it's the variety as far as saying paying attention towards like the fray. A lot of these particular type tunes are kind of on one within a pitch, not to say like that in terms of it's excellent. Some excellent kind of foul skies type smog just within the personal life type aspects just to get back on track some of these type fairs. So it's just kind of missed the pitch, it just like mishap pitch like that. So it's just kind of fair as far as saying getting crunk, having the room to get crunk pitch like that. So instead of the tear going pretty consistently, just the aptness of just the fieriness of the loud pack of that particular fair, but just kind of pitch, it just personal type gripe, but just needing to get some ironings kind of ironed out as far as these pitch can happen. But a particular lyric I appreciate about this song, Te Suelto El Pelo, within these pitches is I'll fix your hair down as far as these pitches can have. So this basic varieties for saying get cozy, some of these type pitches with an aspect, this get cozy, some of these type pitches, I'm going to get you right, some of these type pairs with an aspect, definitely within aspects, running up the Bay tab, some of these type pitches, other type products within it, just having some cozy type game pitches like that amongst these phrases, good aspects about it. What did you hate about today? Pitches like that, some of these type varieties with an aspect, but just out in like the venue type blitziness, pitches like that. Yayo Me Conce is a nice one within these pitches. This is what, in English, this particularly means I'm already tired / had. Yayo Me Conce particularly means in English I'm already tired / I've had enough as far as these press games. So a good type pitch about that. It's a hitting type one. This is like an on one kind of. It's a hitting type one that's like an on one kind of incense kind of come through type day pitch like that. Just couple bills get paid for like a starlet pitch like that. Just kind of a random field day for said chica. Some of the aspects about it just kind of the aspect of gearing up like a particular starlet up for some nirvana as far as these pitch comes. So this with the aspect, this is the particular type fair or dislike. Probably with an aspect of dislike gripe type aspects in the doghouse type vibes pitch like that sentence type fairs where it's probably the aspect of bouncing back does probably need to come through, do some gripe favors pitch like that. But gripe favors just the aspect, certain type things that are gonna piss you off having to do it, but just getting towards it just for come through type fair as far as the aspect of dis straightening pitches like that, even if it is paying like an electric bill or a couple bills like that, some stuff fares with an aspect of just the come through type fashion, some of these stuff fares, but just pretty much random field day, just some of those type pitches, just the aspect of dislike. Today you can go plumb crazy pitch like that, just some of those type fares pitch like that, but yeah, just definite nirvana, some stuff aspect, but just kind of fair, dislike the tone or dislike the blitziness kind of with an aspect, but it's kind of in the aspect of like venting at a club within some type tones that just like the in-between type sessions of figuring out like next modes pitch like that. So it's kind of fair, just conduit type fair is whether or not it's like amongst the fray as these sorts of things are going on, or just the pitch of like, alright, gonna get towards it, gonna have the hup towards it like tomorrow or the next day, so that pitch to the tone, but just kind of under construction pitch like that, just kind of the product of just making some good type moves pitch like that, but it's kind of aspects as far as those tones can happen, just getting a drink or two in your system, so stuff fair is just the loud pack of just like the aspect, just kind of bruise type clubbing pitch like that, it's kind of fair dis out in the fray, but just the preoccupied, not as much full bound kind of being in the mood or mode for a pitch like that, but just some good excellent products about it. Definitely good straightening type fair pitch like that. And then Say Ho. And then Say Ho is a hit type one. This is Say Yo, English type fair, but just the pitch either way, doesn't really matter, it's just the pitch, just straightforward type 1 pitch like that, Say Ho pitch like that. This is straightforward type 1 Say Ho pitches like that within these aspects, but this like a feeling vibrant and appetite is going to get hella crunk, I'd say pitch like that, some of these type phrase here. A burnt type song but chipper within the same type sense. It's like a burnt type song, just the aspect of like personal kind of aspects of like the harrow pitch like that, but just kind of chipper within the relative aspect of it as well pitch like that. Just the bay tab getting pretty high within these pitches, so just kind of the fair. It's kind of out in the socialized pitches like that. It's kind of fuming some of these type aspects in the tone as far as these pitches can happen, but just like the particular aspect of kind of within the same sense of like Yayo, May Kansei pitches like that, but it's more within the aspect of this particular gonna get tore up within these fashions. It's kind of the particular said diva pitch like that, annoying you. Some of these type aspects are gonna get some tear up going pitches like that amongst things that fair. So just kind of missed the phrase as far as talking about it. But just kind of an incense type night pitch like that. But just kind of an incense type night pitch like that. Just need to get crunk a little bit. Some stuff fair within the tone as far as these pitches can have them. Just fume definitely within the pitch. Holla at your pals pitches like that. Call up some folks just within these pitches. Tear apart some starlets pitches like that. So within the particular lyric type fair is just mostly dealing with the aspect of dislike. The lyrics just mostly deal with the aspect as far as saying, if you're single, I'm single too. Some of these type pitches just within the tone as far as saying, kind of the aspect as far as saying, let her shake it because I'm single, pitches like that, some of these type prices. Just amongst the fair, just get crunk, tear apart some gals tonight, some of these type pitches within the tone as far as like the frosty kind of happens, just the crunk typeness that goes along with like the fury, good excellent aspects. But yeah, that's the pitch about the sound in terms of single type aspects, good pitches like that. So just being able to say 10 out of 10 at least in terms of single type fair, very vicious on here, just the aspect like that particular, just tear up type fashions. Some good shows from Looney Tunes and pitch like that. Some of these other type folks as well. DJ Sonic came through pitches like that. So it's just some good type varieties within the pitch as far as saying. So it's just the aspect. It's the particular fair about this album is just more in a straightening type fashion. So it's just kind of the pitch as far as saying the real aspect is just kind of more for like foul set of nights within some type pitches. The variety, it's not as much within the full bound type aspect when talking about like a tune like Gasolina or some of these type ones or Rompe pitches like that. Paying attention to Daddy Yankee is kind of fair as far as saying stepping out, but it's probably within the pitch of just saying probably need to. It's more within the aspect of stabilizing towards some of those that probably get some smokage in your system, get a few hypnotic shots in your system, fairs like that, since that phrase just kind of missed the tone. Figure out a field day to kind of apprehend since that pitch with the tone of just like straightening type fair for like a straightening type in mind for starlets and just personal type squabble pitch like this. So it's just the aspect, and it's not as strictly just as of dislike particular discs, flames in mind pitches like that. It's also just a variety of just kind of personable, whether that bleeds into like the work fair or just some of these type pitches, just like a bad set of days, this kind of aspect of just kind of venting just from the tone of just like, fuck it today, kind of peeve pitches like that, since the fair is amongst the aspects, but it's just kind of aspect of socialize is kind of on here, but it works a lot. The stride works pretty viciously in tandem with like the aspect of knowing like the next modes as far as like the product of what's the next moods that of the next product of the straightening, you're going to do pitch like that. So it's within those type varieties, pitch like that. But paying attention towards it's a classic album in terms of the singles pitch like that. Social score would get a 10 out of 10 as well. It's kind of the pitch. Now the only fear about it in terms of like a more free base is kind of get crunk for the hell of it type fair pitch like that. It's about the only thing. But within the pitches, it's some excellent type varieties as far as just bruise, kind of Eminem, and kind of more folks like Technon, kind of just chip on your shoulder type aspects of just having a bad set of fairs pitch like that. But it's excellent type aspects to kind of get within the product of just still going out for some socialize, just kind of working on the straightening game. So excellent pitches like that, just within those phrases. As far as talking about a classic type album within those pitches, just real pretty sparking capital type club tear up, I'd definitely say here.